away from the biggest event in reality of wrestling history, Summer of Champions live on Fight TV. I'm Matt Topolsky, alongside Brad Gilmore for the Row. And Brad, the speculation is over. We will have the contract signing later tonight between Rex Andrews and Gino for the Reality of Wrestling Championship, the rematch.
Booker T is going to preside over this contract signing himself. He doesn't want anything going wrong. This is the biggest rematch in Reality of Wrestling history. It's going to be the main event at the Summer of Champions. Very, very crazy stuff, Matt Topolsky. We're just a little bit away, 1 week from the biggest event in Reality of Wrestling history. But in our opening contest, the Diamonds Division champion is in action in a non-title match against Angela, AQA. That match is right now.
Here comes Angela, also known as AQA, Matt Topolsky. And what a big opportunity she's got tonight. An impressive young athlete here in the Diamonds Division. This is a non-title matchup here tonight. But one has to assume that if she can push Hyon to the limit, get a 1-2-3 in the center of that ring, she may have an opportunity at that Diamonds Division Championship sometime down the road.
Absolutely.
And her opponent from Houston, Texas, she is the Diamonds Division Champion, Hyon.
What a story, though, Matt Topolsky, for Hyon. She might not give a damn what anybody in this arena thinks, but Hyon has worked so hard to get to the position she's into today.
Well, Hyon is not here to win a popularity contest. There's no question about that at all. She's here to do one thing, win. And she's done a damn good job of it so far. She is the reigning Reality of Wrestling Diamonds Division champion. AQA. Chip off the old block herself. She has been very competitive since making her road debut a few months ago. And a win here, and it could be stratospheric.
You know, I've talked about it before, Matt Topolsky, though, but when you get that championship, it's just another level that you go to. Not only in your in-ring acumen are you more confident, you get this just championship-level confidence that on any given night, you are the greatest competitor in that ring, and nobody can shine your shoes. And I think tonight, Hyon is going in there with all the confidence in the world, and why shouldn't she? AQA is just relatively a young upstart in reality wrestling, has had a handful of matches, and in Hyun's mind, probably doesn't even deserve an opportunity to be across the ring from her.
And in fairness, Hyon defeated perhaps the most accomplished Diamonds champion in the history of the division in Kylie Ray at Ladies Night Out.
Absolutely, and then I think that also shook the confidence of Kylie Ray, because when she came back at Ladies Night Out 2, she wasn't able to get an opportunity to fight for that Diamonds Championship again like she wanted to. Hyon, I truly believe, is underrated as far as the Diamonds Division goes. I think she is quickly making a case to be the queen of all diamonds.
It's been a long and tumultuous road for Hyon. There was a time where she was actually fired from the company.
Absolutely.
Fought her way back into the graces of Reality of Wrestling and got another opportunity. It's been a long road for her. Nothing has been given to her. Nothing has come easy. But perhaps this could be the first chapter in the story of AQA's ascendancy.
Absolutely, and you got to think, when you're as young in your career as AQA is, Angela is, you have to seize these opportunities when they're presented to you. She's got to go in there and think that she is the champion, right? She's got to visualize it. She's got to make it come to life. Oh, wow.
Well, Angela just slapped the taste out of the mouth of Hyon, the receipt, if you will.
And that just pissed the champion off.
Well, it's getting very personal in there.
Hyon needs to watch out. She needs to not get frustrated with Angela.
It's a Gary there from Angela.
If Hyon gets frustrated, we know she's got a temper, Matt Topolsky. We know she's got a bad attitude. And a lot of times that works to her advantage. But if she gets too frustrated, she lets that temper get the best of her, she can take the eye off the ball and end up with an L.
Diamonds kick off this week's edition of the Reality of Wrestling. No. We have that. High cross body off the top there, but Hai Young kicks out.
And a veteran-like maneuver going to the outside, trying to get a breather, not letting the rookie take any more advantage. After a high impact, whoa, wait, hold on.
Oh, she went to that baseball slide, and Hai Young used the ring apron to her advantage. You want to talk about veteran instincts? That's something you don't see every day.
I got to applaud that right now by Hai Young. What incredible smarts. You got to just not be tough in the ring. You got to be smart, Matt Topolsky. She just outsmarted AQA.
Well, Angela getting an education right now in women's professional wrestling from the Diamonds Division champion. Kick out at 1. We're just a week away from Summer of Champions 5, live and exclusively on Fight TV. Brad Gilmore, that big contract signing still to come here tonight. But if Angela is able to pull off a win here somehow, some way, do you think she should be in the conversation to be #1 contender for that championship?
I think if you beat the #1 ranked contender, if you beat the Diamonds Division champion, whether it's non-title or whatever, you absolutely deserve another opportunity. You shoot way up there as far as the ranks go. I think that if Angela can pull this off somehow, some way, she's got to get a championship opportunity.
Battling back with those forearms.
Angela looks like she's grabbing the left side of her face and her ear area, which could be a devastating injury.
Look out, Hai Young!
Could throw her off her balance.
Well,
right
I'll tell
now.
you what, the champion smelled blood in the water, because that's the exact area she went for with that sprinting elbow into the corner.
Absolutely. Great awareness there by Hai Young. Here she goes. Hai Young trying to put this away, put AQA in a precarious position. What's she looking to do here, man? Oh! Well, I guess that answers that question.
Inflict punishment. Inflict damage.
Oh!
Absolute attrition game right now from the Diamonds.
Hai Young, though. Hai Young almost got herself disqualified there.
She doesn't care. So what if she gets disqualified? She still keeps to keep the title. I mean, it's a non-title matchup.
Great point.
Right now, I think what Hai Young wants to do is teach AQA a lesson.
Look at that. Bridge.
Excellent
One,
bridge here.
two.
Cover 2 and a kick out.
Hai Young debating with the referee on whether that was a 3 count or not, and now she's getting that knee ready. She's going to put it right to the dome of AQA. Here we go, Matt Topolsky. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
AQA roll up here. Hit attempt.
Whoa.
Hai Young ducks underneath. Forearm shots again to the face. Angela ducks underneath. Reversal. Series of reversals. Angela, another roll up here.
I can't even keep track, Matt Topolsky. Reversal after reversal.
Oh, and Angela into the corner with that running lariat. Another Irish whip. Hai Young being treated like a human pinball. And she takes one right in the face.
Looks like AQA barely grazed Hai Young right there, but it was enough to knock her off her feet.
Well, I think
and
she got her on the bridge of the nose there. She may have broken Hai Young's nose, Brad.
Oh, you might be right. And a Booker T style kick. Angela looking to go high risk, Matt Topolsky.
They call it high risk for a reason here. AQA put it all on the line.
Oh!
That's gotta be all cover. 2, 3. Angela with the biggest victory of her young career. of Wrestling Championship main event. Let's take a look at some of the career highlights of the precision tactician Rex Andrews and the Latin heartthrob Gino.
I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. I'm gonna tell you the secret to my success. See, I don't worry about who my opponent is. I don't worry about anything else except for me.
Never mattered to me if anybody was in You got to wait, you've got to wait, and I've got mine. Have we not the same design? You've got to get, you've got to get every last one right.
Don't worry about who my opponent is. I don't worry about anything else except for me.
I'm a collector. Collecting wins, collecting paychecks, collecting titles, and when necessary, collecting broken bones.
Ladies and gentlemen, last week we saw a spectacular ending to match 5 of the best of 5 series between the Mysterious Q and Aiden Cristiano, and a shocking challenge was issued.
It's not ending that way. Aiden Cristiano, we've been battling for the better part of the year, getting the best of each other. We are breaking past each other's limits. I still feel I can go further. Summer of Champions 5, your match, Lucha Extrema. Let's settle this once and for all.
That's right, it's officially been signed. At Summer of Champions 5, Aiden Cristiano and the Mysterious Q will go one-on-one for the Reality of Wrestling Texas Championship in a Lucha Extrema match.
Man, how did I see Les and JJ doing that, man? How did I see him coming behind my back?
The thing about it is, Tempo, when you're dealing with people like that, you know what? Don't even worry about it. Trouble don't last too long. JJ and Les, they gonna get what's coming to them.
Think so?
God, I'm motivated. That was inspirational, I'll tell you. Like a young Dr. Phil meets Ice Cube. Hey, I feel
boys, how we doing down there? Everybody good?
You got out there.
I think he's upset.
Did you? You had a tough month last night, didn't you? Last month was rough for you, wasn't it?
Don't worry about my months, man. How about that?
It must be tough.
I'm not concerned about it in the least bit. I'm gonna be honest with you. But go ahead.
It must be tough being just the kids around here, right? When there's stars walking in the door. Must be demotivating, huh?
Wait, you see any stars around here? Who's he talking about?
Oh, that's adorable.
He's got his name on his hat. And his shirt. He's pretty self-promoting. I appreciate that as a businessman, but
he's a hustler, I guess, right? You gotta hustle.
That's right here.
But here's the problem with hustling. When it meets up with talent, it can't stack up.
What's y'all's problem?
Right now I'm looking at it.
How about you deal with it?
Timbo.
Oh, it's okay. You don't want
right there, man.
You don't want none of this.
I see it.
You don't want none of this, big guy.
Step in it, man.
Please.
Step in it.
You don't know what.
You're right next to it. Why don't you get it?
What
are they done? Why do you get there, tough guy?
Man, what have they done here?
This is gonna end badly for you.
Are you getting phone calls right now? It's telling you to get in the ring. Whoa. Somebody hit puberty. Okay.
You hot? Man, your voice got deep all of a sudden, huh?
I'll tell you what. I ain't got to do no talking to either one of you, all right?
It's like my son yelling.
Shut your mouth when I'm talking, all right?
Oh, he's serious?
Next week, me and Tempo, we're going to teach you two a lesson.
Hey, man. Your funeral.
Oh, he threw his little thingy.
We'll see you next week. See you next week.
We ain't worried about y'all two, man. Get out of here.
Oh, yeah. Shit.
Oh, Tempo, chill, bro. Don't worry about them two, bro. We got this, dog.
Bro Nation, I'm Ashley Bull, backstage here with Van Harrison. Now, Van, next week you get to face JJ Blake for the Reality of Wrestling Television Championship. What are your thoughts on facing the self-proclaimed champion of all televisions?
Bull, let me tell you something. Since I got here, I've been about three things. That's taking chins, that's getting pins, and that's stacking wins. I've been here, I've been winning, and it's my time. I told you in 2018, I'm wearing gold around this waist. Last week, when I stepped out behind that curtain, I saw the fear in your eyes when you realized you couldn't change the channel. Well, guess what, JJ? After the 1, 2, 3, that belt belongs to me, and you will hail Van.
Here comes Max Castellanos. We've seen him quite a bit here in the Reality of Wrestling in the last few weeks. And since making his road debut, a very impressive athlete with all the tools and potential to climb the ladder here at the Row.
Impressive physique. Yeah, right. He's got a great physique. He's got a great wrestling acumen. A great attitude still up for debate.
Well, he is back. The great Scott Smith is back in the Reality of Wrestling, and I don't think there's anyone out here more excited than Lady Liberty herself.
What a great American. It's 4th of July every time he's out here, Matt Topolsky.
Some action this week on the Reality of Wrestling. The great Scott Smith taking on Max Castellanos.
Well, here we go.
And a big opportunity for Max Castellanos and the great Scott Smith to perhaps etch their names in a future championship opportunity. The television title division always looking for new athletes and new competitors. Same with the Texas Championship as well.
When you talk about the Texas Championship, we've seen Max Castellanos in there with the former Texas champion, the inaugural Texas champion, Rex Andrews. And he was impressive there. And if you can be impressive against Rex Andrews, you might have a spot around him.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that was Max Castellanos' debut here at the Reality of Wrestling. You talk about drawing the short straw.
Right? It's like the great Jay-Z said, fresh out the frying pan into the fryer. Shot to the great Scott Smith.
The great Scott Smith embodies all of the best parts of this country. It's like apple pie and Mount Rushmore, lower taxes, and a strong national defense. That's what the great Scott Smith brings to the table.
It sounds like the great Scott Smith would have been a big Reagan fan back in the day.
Well, you know what they say, Brad Gilmore. As Ronald Reagan once said, the difference between Democrats and Republicans is Democrats always believe every day is April 15th. Republicans believe every day is July 4th.
Get out of here with that propaganda. And here we go. Max Castellanos.
Oh, head scissors over the top from the great Scott Smith.
Well, that's how the great Scott Smith's going to have to win this match, by pure agility and speed, trying to get some momentum on his side.
Scott Smith digging down deep right now into those extra plutonium reserves, if you will. Irish whip.
Can't buy that at any corner drugstore.
Learn it.
Backslide here, cover! Max Castellanos gets that shoulder up at 2.5. An excellent athletic exhibition between these two this week on the road.
There you go. I like that. Max Castellanos outsmarting his opponent. Oh, look at these. Look at these vicious elbows going right into the sternum.
Shoulder blocks.
The solar plexus.
Directly into the rib cage there, knocking the wind out of all 50 states. Face first into the mat, could be over. Hooks the leg, cover here. And Great Scott gets his shoulder up at 2.
Kick to the gut.
You know, the Great Scott Smith has been touring the country, Brad Gilmore. That's why we haven't seen him in several months. He's got a brand new patriotic bus, touring the country and trying to share some of those American values that we discussed earlier.
The Great Scott Express, is that right?
That's the rumor. Haven't actually seen the bus myself.
Well, I don't deal in rumor and innuendo. I deal in cold hard facts and reality. And right now, the Great Scott Smith is feeling the reality of wrestling.
Max Castellanos using that top rope for leverage here and that abdominal stretch. Some old school professional wrestling here from Max Castellanos, which looks like he definitely has the pedigree to go the distance here on the road, but he's got to get it done the right way. Reversal here from the Great Scott Smith.
Great Scott! Hurricanrana! Maybe he calls that the Americana.
Well, it definitely made Betsy Ross proud. Flying elbow there.
Francis Scott, key suplex right there.
Cover here from the Great Scott Smith. Will he do it for America? Oh my, kick out at 2 3/4. You could definitely hear the bombs bursting in air on that kick out.
It was definitely not D-Day for Max Castellanos just yet. And there we go. Those ropes hurt, ladies and gentlemen, and falling on them like that is not a fun task.
Well, went to the well too many times there. Did the Great Scott Smith.
Oh, Great Scott!
And he gets it up close and personal. Look at those knees. Cover. Max Castellanos gets the win. Great Scott indeed, Brad Gilmore. Max Castellanos with an impressive victory this week on the row, and his stock continues to be on the rise. And now let's take you back to a pivotal moment in the career of the Reality of Wrestling champion, Gino. 21st century presents an entirely new set of challenges. From self-driving cars to failures in new safety technology, if you've been injured in a car accident, you need a 21st century lawyer. After all, you have to make your case here before you can win it here. Injured? Choose the smart lawyer. Call Walker Texas Lawyer now and download the Walker Texas Lawyer app.
Clay Roberts. You want another shot at me. You're basically asking for another beatdown. It's been the same for a year when this all started at Summer of Champions last year. You meddle with my affairs like a rabid pack of wolves tearing you apart, and I have honestly enjoyed every moment. But you want to issue another challenge. I accept. But this time, it will be under my rules. At Summer of Champions, this Julian year comes to an end, and we begin a new era, starting with year 0, the age of Hendrix. It all starts at Summer of Champions 5. Clay Roberts, I'll see you there.
Right, you all met Topolsky, these two outsiders coming in here to the reality of wrestling and making their presence felt. This is quite the team.
Absolutely, of course. Devin Devine had that diamond cutter. Devin Devine also not short on words as well, but definitely not short on actions. And this alliance puts its mind to it. Who knows what could happen in the tag team division? Perennial athlete with a chip on their shoulder and a bad attitude. The protege of Diamond Dallas Page, Devin Devine.
And their opponent,
Geiger.
Introducing first, Brian Keith.
Lone Ranger of the Road, Matt Topolsky. A long-time veteran here, getting quite the ovation from the Road Nation.
Cruiserweight Cowboy on his way to the squared circle, and he's got some backup.
And his tag team partner, Terrell Temple.
And the roof coming off the World Gym Arena. The tempo's been pushed just a bit, and that is an understatement. It may all come apart right here. This is your main event. It's Terrell Temple and the Cruiserweight Cowboy, the Bounty Hunter, against Nick Drake and Devin Devine.
Quite the interesting team, Terrell Temple and Brian Keith. A lot of energy. The Road Nation giving it right back to them.
Keith and Terrell Tempo, both former Reality of Wrestling television champions. Devin Devine, a protege of Diamond Dallas Page, came to the Reality of Wrestling, made his debut a few months ago. He refers to himself as the industry.
Well, we definitely know he's always looking to lock in or hit that diamond cutter, which he actually does very, very well, just like his teacher, his instructor, Diamond Dallas Page. But here we go, Mick Drake, a guy who definitely doesn't care to make any friends. He doesn't care if he has fans. All he wants to do here in Reality Wrestling is win. Oh, he's gonna go for that German suplex, which he's put people away with before.
Many new, fresh faces here at the Reality of Wrestling, all looking to make an impact, many of them making an impact. Devin Devine and Mick Drake, two of those athletes. There's the tag. And here comes Terrell Tempo.
Terrell Tempo, a man who, it's no secret, he's had quite the rivalry, probably one of the most storied rivalries in Reality Wrestling history with J.J. Blake. Of course, we saw that come to an end just a few weeks ago when Les and J.J. Blake shocked the world, Matt Topolsky.
Oh, yes, a real shocker.
Oh, come on, you never saw it coming. Only key personnel knew about that. But Terrell Tempo definitely trying to get back in championship contention, and you wonder if Terrell Tempo and Brian Keith work well together, would they try to go for tag team gold?
Well, it would be a new journey and a new adventure for both of them, that's for certain. I don't know, Terrell Tempo and Brian Keith don't exactly strike me as the tag team type. They are very, very competitive in individual competition, both of them holding singles gold in the past here in Reality of Wrestling. If they were to come together and their powers were to combine, it would be a formidable force.
And that's what I was going to say. I mean, if you've held singles gold, which is very difficult, if you team up together, you might think that that path for the tag team championships is maybe a little bit shorter because you've been there, you've been to the dance, you know what it's like to win, you know what it's like to defend. I would like to see Terrell Tempo and Brian Keith continue on this path.
Will they be successful tonight in our main event? A huge test ahead of them.
Well, look, if you're Brian Keith, that's how you break a big man down. You go for the knees, you go for the legs, chop him down to your size. Oh! You call him the Cowboy Cruiserweight, or the Cruiserweight Cowboy. And now these frequent tags from Terrell Tempo and Brian Keith, they're working like a well-oiled machine.
Terrell Tempo! Drives that elbow into the heart. If Devin Devine has one, kick out at one. Oh, and Mick Drake walked right into a massive scoop slam. Terrell Tempo jumping on top of him again. Every shot from Terrell Tempo just means a little bit more. Mick Drake trying to match that intensity right now.
Look at the size of Mick Drake. I don't know if the camera does it justice. This guy's a big, big man. That takes a lot of strength from Terrell Tempo to do what he did. And then Brian Keith capitalized and cover here, Matt.
Here it is, one! Kick out again. You know, you talk about the size of Mick Drake. What about Devin Devine as well? I mean, you talk about the tag team potential of Terrell Tempo and Brian Keith. What about Mick Drake and Devin Devine, Brad Gilbert?
Hey, right you are, Matt Topolsky. We've called, look at here. Oh, look at that, Brian Keith.
Oh!
Devin Devine just drags him out.
Devin Devine just manhandling Brian Keith.
Terrell Tempo trying to go over there and make his presence felt and check on his tag team partner. You know, that was a veteran-like instinct from Devin Devine, no doubt taught to him from Diamond Dallas Page. Oh!
Oh, and now Mick Drake just jumping all over Brian Keith.
Oh!
3 elbows.
Oh, wait a minute. Mick Drake looking like he lost it. He's going crazy,
well,
Matt
Mick Drake is absolutely tearing apart Brian Keith right now.
I'd be surprised if those knees of the jaw didn't break Brian Keith's jaw. He's not going to be able to eat right for the next month. Oh! Stiff uppercut shot to the chin. Brian Keith somehow still standing.
Brian Keith needs to make a tag here. Oh! And he's ejected right into Devin Devine. Mick Drake and Devin Devine using that strength and that size right now, literally just beating the living hell out of Brian Keith. I mean, this is vicious. Look at Devin Devine go to work here. Absolutely no mercy. Mick Drake and Devin Devine like a well-oiled machine, just picking apart Brian Keith. And Mick Drake now belly to back suplex.
Look at it, Mick Drake kips up. Quite the athleticism from Mick Drake.
And that confidence is propelling Mick Drake. Oh! Well, it was. But a moment of life from Brian Keith. Devin Devine is not the legal man. Helps himself to the ring. Brian Keith helps himself to Terrell Tempo. And here he comes. Springboard over the top.
And he gets them both down.
Double crossbody.
Terrell Tempo like a house on fire. Oh. Boom.
And back elbow.
And a
Terrell Tempo. Terrell Tempo is electricity personified here.
Tempo throws Mick Drake in, looking for a big scoop and a slam.
He got a cover here.
Wait a minute. I don't think Mick Drake was illegal. I think there's some question as to who is the legal man.
Well, there's only one person that can determine that, and it's the man in the striped shirt, and I don't think he knows right now.
There's a lot of confusion going on right now, but it looks like now Mick Drake has been designated the legal man.
Well, if he's the legal man, why did the official not count it? And now Mick Drake looking for that deadweight German suplex right there, which has taken him to the promised land before. Waistlock from behind on Tempo. Reversal here. That's a blind tag. The official sees it, and here comes the Cruiserweight Cowboy. Side effect.
Looking for that rodeo DDT, Matt Topolsky. I think that was all part of the strategy of Devin Devine and Mick Drake to confuse the referee, disorient him, and not know who the legal man was. And I think it paid off for them. And now, rodeo DDT countered.
Reversal here. Brian Keith going upstairs, trying to connect. Oh, and he's caught in midair by Mick Drake. Impressive power.
Wait a minute, cover by Brian Keith. Brian Keith's got a cover.
Oh, this official is all out of sorts here once again. Trying to manage everything that's going on. Diamond cutter out of nowhere.
Diamond cutter.
1, 2, 3. Devin Devine and Mick Drake steal one here. A massive diamond cutter. And Mick Drake with the 1, 2, 3.
Brian Keith clenching his jaw right here in front of us. He's gonna get a juice for breakfast and answer for dessert. Devin Devine and Mick Drake. What a powerful force, Matt Topolsky.
What a formidable force is Mick Drake and Devin Devine. Tonight's episode of The Row is brought to you by Walker Texas Lawyer at WalkerTexasLawyer.com. Hilton Furniture, let them have it. Quality Blinds, go to QualityBlindsLLC.com for free shipping anywhere in the USA. And the king of solar screens, home of the $50 any size solar screen. Welcome back to the reality of wrestling right here on Fight TV. Next week, is Summer of Champions 5, and Brad Gilmore coming up next. Booker T, Rex Andrews, and Gino are going to make it official.
They're going to make it official with a contract signing. Let's not waste any time, Matt Topolsky. Let's go to the owner, the founder of Reality Wrestling, Booker T, with Rex Andrews and Gino.
We're finally here, guys. It's been a long journey. 7 years, to be exact. Wow, time flies. When you guys got here, man, you guys were kids. Look at you now. All dressed up. Looking like grown men. You guys have become the best here at Reality of Wrestling. I just want you guys to know that. I mean, look at your Rex. I remember when you first walked in the door, man, the big cauliflower ears, man. Ambitious. Wanting to be a professional wrestler. And look where you have come, man. You've gone to India. You've toured Japan. Hell, you've been all over the United States of America. Representing Reality of Wrestling. Reality of Wrestling television champion, Rex Andrews. Reality of Wrestling Texas champion, Rex Andrews. You did a hell of a job, kid. A hell of a job. And Gino. 16 years old, man. You remember that? 16 years old when you walked into Reality of Wrestling. And I said again, I mean, you've done it all, man. I seen you slip off the ring apron, you know, as an amateur, man. And look at you now. Three-time El Gran Campeón, man. You've done it all. Look, man, I wish for nothing but the best for both of you guys, man. The lights are bright for both of you guys, man.
All right, look. You want to talk about the journey here, the last 7 years, how it's been this great ride for both of us, man. How about you keep it real, okay? Yeah, we both accomplished a lot, but this guy you've been protecting the whole time. Why is he a 3-time champion? Why has he had all these main event opportunities laid out for him while I had to struggle? Why I had to go to India? I had to go to Japan. I had to travel and represent this brand to get any kind of notoriety around here. Why is that? Why is this the first time that I'm getting this opportunity on this grand stage, huh? Because you know that's what I'm going to take.
You know what? I could be a man. I could look at you right in your eye, Rex Andrews, and I could tell you, yes, I did it. I protected him. Ever since day one, I protected Gino. But hell, I protected you too, all right?
You protected me?
Yeah, hell, why do you think you became the television champion? Why do you think we created a championship, the Texas Championship, the first ever Texas champion? Right here, it was you. We did that for a reason, man. We needed to get to this point. Hell yeah, I protected him.
Listen, Book, he might need a protection, pero I don't need any protection, Book. Every time I've won this title, I've won it by my hard work, por mi trabajo. And Rex, who did you beat in India? Who did you beat in Japan, huh? This title's been defended by el campeón. Yo defendí este campeón month.
Hey, calm down, man.
You want to talk about hard work. You want to talk about how you deserve that. The only reason you still have that championship, the only reason is because you took the easy way out. Last match we had, you knew you were beat, and you hit me with that low blow. What kind of man does that?
Guys, this moment right here, it's not about that. It's not about me protecting you. It's not about me protecting you, Gino. We're here now. No more talk. No more playing around. No more low blows. Like I said, I look at both of you guys like you're my son, and I want to see you fight it out like men. Right there in the middle of the ring. All right? I want to see who's the best. Hell, both of you guys are great. But there's nothing better than a test. Summer Champions 5. We will see who passed the test. Will there be a new Reality of Wrestling champion? Or will there be, and still, the Reality of Wrestling champion? Gino. We'll find out. Rex?
Summer Champions, Gino. No more easy way outs. No more shortcuts. No more playing games, Gino. There will be no more paper champions. I'm going to armbar you in the middle of that ring, prove that I am the better man, and walk out with the championship that I deserve.
Gino?
Rex, I took a shortcut. You would have done the same thing. I had to do what I had to do, Rex. Look at me, el campeón. I'll show you Summer Champions why. Soy el fino, divino, Gino. 3-time el campeón.
May the best man win.